Back here at home, a resignation from a high-profile provincial politician. Last hour, Rachel Notley stepped down as leader of the Alberta NDP, and it comes nearly 8 months after she lost the 2023 election to Premier Daniel Smith. Let's go to our Elise Von Scheel in Calgary. Elise, you have been covering this. I know you've been in call-in radio. So first off, we heard from Notley a short while ago. Tell us what she had to say.
You know, she was able to have a pretty good sense of humor off the top and made a couple of jokes and talked about how it was time to go. And then we heard her get a little bit emotional. You know, she talked about how her greatest achievement, or what she would attribute as her greatest achievement, is changing Alberta from a one-party system with 40 years of Conservative Party reign to one that's now open a little bit more to a two-party system, one where Albertans are interested in having more progressive representation. And here's some of what she said about what it meant to her to be Premier and leader of the NDP.
The opportunity to serve this party in this province has been the honor of my life. Over the last decade, Albertans have given me a tremendous opportunity to serve in this role, and I'm so grateful. The people of our province are bold, friendly, open, caring, and adventurous. I've learned so much from them. The land we share is the most beautiful and also sometimes the coldest place on earth. I also want to thank the people of Edmonton Strathcona who have supported me since 2008. We all live in and part of a fabulous community, and I'm so proud to call it home. Thank you to all the Albertans I've met along the way. Those who advised me, who supported me, who disagreed with me, and yes, even campaigned against me. We all love this province. I love this province, and I know that our best days are still ahead of us.
So Notley talked about that she will stay on until a new leader is chosen, so the Alberta NDP will not get an interim leader. And, you know, she hasn't decided exactly how long she's going to stay on as MLA for Edmonton Strathcona. We just recently had an election, so she's got another, 3 years and a bit, and that decision will come. We also don't know too much yet about leadership race details, but the question now that party will have to answer, and one that Notley kind of posed, I guess, in a subtle way in her remarks, is what is the identity of the party without Rachel Notley, who has been at the helm and was Premier and continued on after she lost 2 elections. She's been there for the last about a decade.
Yeah, so it would have been 10 years for her at the helm in October. She was first elected in 2008. I'm looking down because I messed up the dates last time, Elise. First elected in 2008, re-elected in 2012, became leader in 2014, and then, she wiped out the Progressive Conservatives after 44 years, not wiped them out, but took over the province after 44 years in the dynasty. One thing I noticed at the top, and we didn't take it in this part of the press conference, but there was this hint. She's like, well, some people say that I still have about 20 years left in this political realm, but she was asked about a federal run, right?
Yeah, she definitely was, and I think a lot of people would speculate whether she would be interested in something more high profile. I don't think it's any secret that over the course of the last, her time as leader, probably since like 2017 and 2018 especially, that she's not been shy about butting heads with her federal counterparts. I'm thinking especially over the Trans Mountain Pipeline, when she and John Horgan, who was the BC Premier, were essentially causing a bit of a headache for Jagmeet Singh at the federal level as they were talking about what to do with this pipeline. So who knows what her aspirations might be on that front. She definitely is a bit of an odd fit maybe on the energy file for the federal NDP, but you never know. Maybe federal Liberals might be reaching out to her to see what her interest level might be.
Yeah, good insights there, Elise, for sure. But also, even in the last election campaign, they came out with the largest opposition in Alberta's history. What do you think, looking back at your time covering Notley, what do you think her legacy will be? I know she spoke about it a bit, but give me your insights.
It's interesting. It came up on the call-in show that I was doing here in Alberta just before. Somebody said she was a premier that Peter Lougheed would approve of. And so I think, especially if you look back at the last election and their attempt to kind of move the NDP to the center and appeal to those progressive Conservative voters, that Notley would probably appreciate being remembered as an NDP premier that Conservatives could be proud of. And if they want to expand their available voter universe going forward, that's something that I think a lot of strategists are talking about right now, is how do we keep that center in the party, and how do we govern as a progressive party, as a socially democratic party, in a way that attracts and appeals to and represents progressive Conservatives in Alberta as well, Hannah.
Great insights. Happy to have you on. Elise Von Schiel in Calgary. Chat soon.
Thanks.